What's going on, y'all? It's 6:30. Welcome to That Fantasy Show. I got the OG on one corner. I got the $1 million Bruce Wayne on the next. We got a lot to get into today. So we got firings, hirings. We're talking about the draft. We're talking about the college football, and then we're gonna be talking about the national championship playoffs. So y'all stay tuned. Welcome to That Fantasy Show.
Let's get it.
Welcome to That Fantasy Show. I'm your host, that Prime one, the commish, COZ. And don't forget, I have the great champ of the league, right? One of our leagues, Bruce Wayne himself, the fried chicken antidote. We got to bring back the OG. Welcome back. It's been a while since he's been on vacation. I've been looking at him on YouTube and seeing him having fun out there doing his thing. So we know when the travel agency comes, we need to holler at him to find out what's the best place to go.
Oh yeah, you definitely ask your wife that. She definitely has that on lock.
And once again, everybody, you see we got the champ borrowing his wife's belt till he actually gets till he got his belt. So,
it still feels nice. I like it.
So, we got a lot going on. We didn't have hirings. We're seeing the potential. We didn't have firings. Teams that we didn't think that was going to happen. We didn't went through the actual hirings. It's a lot going on. So let's definitely get into that first. First, let's actually get into the actual. Let's see if I still have it. Let's see if I have it. The list of job openings. It's like to see who's available.
There ain't many left anymore, are there?
Actually, no. Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up now, but for some reason, it wants to act up. But I do have it. So we know Mike Tomlin is gone.
Which made the hell out of me.
Well, I think that was more of him stepping down more than him being hired.
I can't believe you stepped down from coaching the Steelers. What the hell, guy?
Well, I just felt it's time to spend some time with the family, get my head right. Just, I've been coaching for 18 years, bought 2 championships. Granted, I did my best.
19 years.
19 years. See, that's why I need a vacation, because I'm forgetting stuff. But I'm gonna leave that to the OG.
Yes, sir.
That's his team. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna be like Buffalo, and I'm gonna let the older take a step on this one. OG, it's on you today.
Yeah, man. First of all, shout out to Mike Tomlin. We love him. We definitely gonna miss him. I'm not a fan of this new coach. My cousin down in Savannah, Georgia, saying, give the man a chance. I don't even want to give the man a chance because he didn't do nothing with Dallas. And he had weapons at Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like...
Yeah, but he also had Jerry Jones. He was under Jerry Jones' thumb, too.
Yeah, I feel like if we're going to get a new coach, we need to get a new offensive coordinator because keep running the same old plays. I mean, a kindergarten could figure out the offensive plays that we was running.
Right.
So, best of luck to Mike McCarty. But Steeler fans, we are hard. You know what I'm saying? So... He may get some boos. I think he's gonna be one and done because if he doesn't get my boys to the playoffs, they not gonna tolerate that.
True.
Oh, well, the only reason they got McCaffrey in there was so that Rodgers would come back another year.
Right.
So, man, I'm not gonna lie. That was gonna be my next question. With them picking up McCarthy. Mm-hmm. Does that guarantee Aaron Rodgers actually staying another year with the Steelers?
No.
I'm gonna agree with fried chicken. I'm gonna agree with fried chicken and a dough on that one. No.
Yeah. Old tinfoil hat. Lord knows what he wants to do.
Yeah. Well, Another thing I was watching Dan Patrick show Friday, and he actually brought up what Ben Roethlisberger actually said about them drafting the QB. He's saying, hold off, stack your team up, get your team, start from everywhere else, and then get that quarterback that runs through the team. So if you do take Ben Roethlisberger advice,
his approach,
would Aaron Rodgers actually be considered the best choice to actually take?
Better than Mason Rudolph.
Yes and no, because I mean he's be what 43, so
he'll be 43 next.
Everybody know he ain't trying to take no hit, so it's like you still got to beef up that line. They talking about they talking about maybe trading Broderick Jones and getting another left tackle, but I mean, I think it's time for A-Rod just to let it go. And to be personally, I would have went out on top and just retired as a Green Bay Packer.
That's true statement. Well, he had to follow the Brett Favre thing. He wanted to go to New York and be with the Jets too. So
yeah.
Well, you guys know he ain't been to Minnesota yet.
Yeah,
that's right. Brett did go to Minnesota. He did a little bit. He did a little bit in Minnesota though.
And that's what he was actually showing that community D to everybody, sending out cell phone pictures.
You know what quarterback I'm glad and then follow that? Your boy from New Orleans, Drew Brees. I'm glad he just retired as, with New Orleans.
Right.
I think Brees, I'll probably say with Brees, I think he enjoyed his career.
Yes.
He got a championship with that team. He did what he could. He set records. And it was just, you know what? I'm done. I don't need to go. I don't need to continue this.
Right.
I made it to the record books. I've won a Super Bowl title with this organization. What else do I really need to do?
Right. He got a ring. So that's an impossible right there to win one ring.
And he beat Peyton Manning for it. So that pretty much tell me like, look, dude, I'm on cloud 9. I done beat who y'all consider one of the greatest quarterbacks in our era.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I done set records upon records upon records. I've been in an organization that's actually taking care of me. What more can I ask for?
No.
Well, that Drew Brees was a little guy. They did not have the best line for him down there in New Orleans. He was getting beat up.
But they
had the weapons for him.
But he did have weapons. Yeah.
I mean, when you have at that time you still had Darren Sproles as one of your weapons. You still had
Bush
Thompson. Yeah, Bush. You had
Bush. You had the big tight end. What's his name? Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham. You had Jimmy Graham.
And then you had the wide receiver that came from Ohio State. What's his name?
Michael Thompson.
Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Like I said, he had a great career. So it's kind of like one of those things to where I would say this between him and Rodgers. Rodgers is more ego. Yeah, it's more ego because honestly, he could have had his sunset, walking the sunset a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's where here's my perspective. Is he chasing Brady?
Well, because
honestly, you technically you can't catch Brady.
Not unless you're talking about touchdowns. He definitely gonna catch them in Super Bowl rings.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Super Bowl rings, you can't catch them. I don't know if there's something to where it's something that you feel as though it kind of reminds me of who was the name of the quarterback on any given Sunday that
Oh Christ. Not Fox. Not Fox.
Not Willie Beeman. But that's what Aaron Rodgers reminds me of. Cap. They call him Cap.
Well, it's either that or they don't. Aaron Rodgers don't have anything else. All he has is football at the moment.
Well, no, he owns. Doesn't he own? He owns the Milwaukee Bucks. He's a part owner of the Milwaukee Bucks. He has ownership with NASCAR. He's still with the racing chick, right?
Oh, is he?
No, him and Kirkpatrick are done, I believe.
But I mean, it's not like you can. It's not like you can walk out of. It's not like he can't walk out of the actual NFL and not say, "Okay, there's nothing I can do."
Right.
There's nothing. I mean, with him and his, he could probably play as a John Wick stunt double if he wanted.
Probably so.
Yeah, but like you can't do TV after. Nobody want to hear him talk.
He don't like I said, he don't got to talk. He can be the John Wick stunt double.
Yeah. He can do a cereal commercial.
There you go. Look, he could be Keanu Reeves stunt double if he wanted. I mean,
exactly.
But besides the Steelers, another one that I'm not gonna lie, I kind of knew this was coming. The Bills find Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
My question with this, I kind of felt that this was going to happen, but my question was it time to let him go?
I mean, to be honest, shoot, I wish the Steelers would have picked him up instead of McCarthy.
Right.
Because that would have been a better fit. With the Bills, man, they've got to be the saddest team in the NFL. You know, the only team that went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost all 4 times, and now they can't even get back to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
But I guess here's how I feel as and here's how I feel. I feel like Chris Rock when he talk about we need a president. I want somebody like Pep Riley. It'll get you to the promised land. We might not win a championship, but we sure as hell come close. It's guaranteed the playoffs. And
Right.
that's all. Would you like a coach to where every year you have a chance? And how long are you willing to keep that as an owner? How long are you willing to hold that until you feel as it was time to go? Now I get it.
To do it for 19 years.
Say what?
The Steelers were willing to do it for 19 years.
But the Steelers got 2 championships out of them.
This is a true statement. They got 2, but a lot of the times it was making it to the first round, maybe the conference finals, and then you going to Clay County.
But you still got 2 championships out of Tomlin.
No, I did my
research.
research.
The big championships.
He only won 1 ring with the Steelers. I thought it was 2 as well.
I thought he won 2.
He has 2 rings, but he won 1 as a head coach with the Steelers, and he won the other one as a defensive coordinator with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I looked that up because I thought it was 2 rings too, because both of them should have been with Big Ben.
Right, because I thought he had 2 with Big Ben.
Unless Google is wrong and they forgot something.
I think Google might have skipped though, because he did win 2.
Okay, then.
Because you had to, because I know it's the first year. Because Ben has what?
2 rings. He has 2 rings.
If Ben has 2 rings,
let me look that up real quick.
He might have. I think he does have 2 rings.
I thought they did. I thought Bettis got one, and they got one right after Bettis left.
Because he was with Bettis too. He got a ring with Bettis.
You're right. He got 2 rings. First one was in 06.
Right.
Second one was in 09.
First one was 06 with Hines Ward.
Yes.
Second one was with the catch for the cat from the cat from Ohio State.
You talking about Santana Moore?
Yes, Santana Moore.
Santana Moore, yeah.
And that was the second one.
Okay. So then that means Tomlin has 3 rings. Then he has 2 with Pittsburgh and then 1 with Tampa Bay.
Right.
Okay.
But even then, like I said, with Pittsburgh, he's giving you 3 Super Bowl appearances. Let's put it that way.
Right.
He lost 1, got 2. He's giving you multiple divisional titles. You're making multiple playoff appearances. So I'm not gonna lie. I totally lost where this conversation was going, so that's my fault. But I mean,
the Bengals do the same thing too. They ran with what was his name? They ran with fucking the Ginger Ninja.
Yeah,
for the longest.
I know you're talking about.
Right, they ran with Andy Dalton and fucking Palmer for the longest time.
Every year he was there, they had a playoff appearance. He kept the Bengals in playoff contention, and then they let him go. And then it's kind of been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of Splitsville ever since. Can't really say it because when you finally get Burrow takes you to the Super Bowl. He hasn't, he didn't win it, but he took you. So then that gives you that whole host that, okay, we have a chance of making this again.
Right.
But
Joe Burrow's the only reason Zach Taylor keeps his job in Cincinnati.
Okay, I'm looking this up again. They saying Mike Tomlin only has one Super Bowl ring. He started coaching in 07. So Big Ben won his first ring in 06. So who?
Right, that was with
so that was Bill. So that was Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher, right?
So that was Bill Cowher that he won that first ring with, and then he won his second one with Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
So Big Ben got you 2 rings, but Mike only got you 1 ring.
Right. But he made another appearance with Green Bay. They lost to Green Bay.
They lost to the Green Bay. So really, he really got you there twice, but he's 1 for 2.
Right.
Okay.
But even with that type of resume, he's still getting phone calls.
Right. He's still solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still solid.
But even then, like I said, I guess that was the question I had with McDermott, especially the season that they had.
Right.
Because one, you were kind of your wide receiver core was literally like the Washington Commanders team, the Walking Dead.
And see, that's what I understand.
The only team is like you had to sign Braden Cooks almost 2 weeks before the season ended because you had so many players that were hurt, so many wide receivers that were hurt. And then what kind of made it bad is that I don't know if y'all watched that press conference. That press conference was kind of like talking to your parents when you and your brother spill something because you blame everything else. You find it one thing and then you find another thing to blame it on. You know, you talk about the state of the team, and then you talk about, drafting Keon, the reason why you drafted Keon Coleman. I don't know if we really wanted him, but we kind of, this person was eye on, so we picked him up. And it's like, okay, so what does it have to do with the team? And then on top of that, how you going to sit there and throw one of your actual players that you actually drafted under the bus that's still in the contract?
Right.
So
which one was that? Which one was that when they got thrown underneath the bus?
Keon Coleman.
Okay, then.
I'm like, he was the second round pick out of Florida State, but it's kind of like I don't know.
Like he didn't play bad. Like they were talking about like he didn't do anything. Like no, he kept you in a lot of games all season.
Well, he was. I guess they wanted him to be the primary wide receiver.
Yeah, he did.
That was
right.
Year.
Number one.
Yeah. Then on top of it, you still had Alvin Mack, and then you still had who's the cat that got hurt?
Shavers.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got. It's kind of like you had other players, but then the way that y'all was playing, the way the Bills have been playing, they played towards the tight end. It's the running game and the tight end.
True. Kincaid.
So you're not really. So you're right. You're not really using your wide receivers unless you want to go deep.
Exactly.
So that one I never understood. So hopefully, whoever they get as a head coach, and one of the people that's actually applying for it is Phillip Rivers.
Really?
Old man Rivers is actually wanting to be. He's actually put in for the interview to be a head coach for the Buffalo Bills.
Wow. That's right. He got them grandbabies, so he's trying to keep that money rolling.
Now he's trying to keep away from the grandbabies. That's why he tired of them kids.
He tired of them kids,
man.
He said, "You know what, FTK, I'm going to coaching." Because right now he's actually going into the position. Now, I do have a question for you, for both of you. If you were a GM or if you were a head coach, which position do you feel is the most? Which position is the most wanted, and which is the most difficult?
The most difficult
quarterbacks.
No. Coach the team.
The team.
Which team? If you have for teams that's available in to be for coaching, what team would you feel is this is the dream job of coaching? And then what coaching is like, dude, I'm only here for the money.
Dream job would be a coach for Pittsburgh Steelers. Only here for the money. Probably the Giants, but they got Super Bowl rings too, though.
Right.
I would say the dream job for me would be Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because with Atlanta, I got a lot of young talent.
Yes.
I got a lot of young talent. So, and I got a premium running back. Right now, it's got in Bijan.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, He's a unicorn, bro. Y'all don't see too. When you got Saquon Barkley say like, "Can't nobody cut like Bijan? What can't nobody cut on the field like him?" He was even saying that about himself. Like, yeah, bro, cut better than me.
Right.
Yeah. I still go on YouTube now and watch his highlights, and I just be like, Shh. And I played football. And I played football, and I'm thinking like, whoo, how do you even get the right angle on that dude?
Like, how do you stop him? Because especially if I'm right in front of him, I'm already in my mind like, okay, which way is he going? Which way is he going? Which way is he going?
Yeah, because he goes off a reaction. So if you going left, oh, he done messed you up now because he's like, okay, I'm gonna go left.
You can't be Latimer.
I'm gonna cut left. I'm gonna cut right on you right at the last minute.
Hey, you can't be Latimer for the program. Go high, baby. No, you can't do that.
He's one in a lifetime, man. It's like, bro, I like watching him every Sunday.
But I'll probably say, my dream job. I'll probably say that the dream job or the job that I will probably look at is the Falcons, because you got the weapons. You potentially have decent QB play in Kirk Cousins, and if Michael Penix gets healthy. But if I'm the head coach, I'm asking, bring Russell Wilson in. Whether people would talk trash about it, say what you want about Russell, but you can't say Russell's not fundamentally sound.
Oh, yeah, that might be a nice move, but because I don't think, to be honest, I like Michael Penix, but he just got a history of knee problems, man, and I don't think that's the future for them. And I think they started noticing that too in that last injury.
So, but yeah, that's how I will look at that one. Now the Chiefs, it's been told that they're bringing back Eric Bieniemy as the offensive coordinator.
I saw that.
The Dolphins actually hired Jeff Haley as the head coach.
He was a defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, he was their defense coordinator.
Okay, then.
I think we've already talked about Robert Saleh being hired as the Titans head coach. Okay. To be honestly, I want him in Cleveland. I think he would have been a better fit for Cleveland, but I can see why he might do the Titans. He likes to start that. He likes to start that defense from scratch stuff. And especially if you got like a basic take two
words
defensive foundation, he's on it. Now you actually have a decent quarterback in Cam Ward. If you're smart, like I said, either through free agency or from the draft, he needs a weapon. He needs a weapon. Either running. I'll probably say I would say more of a wide receiver, or I don't know if there's any good tight ends available yet, but I'll probably say with this draft, definitely pick up a wide receiver. And we'll talk about if it's the free agents available as well later on.
There's a couple of those coming in the draft, so they definitely got wide receivers coming.
There's also being said that Ayuk is done with the 49ers.
Ayuk's been done with the 49ers.
He said that his time with the 49ers is, he's like saying it's a wrap himself.
He can come on to Pittsburgh.
I wouldn't knock it. I can see him either being in Pittsburgh. I can see him being in, I hate to say it, New York. If they don't pick up another wide receiver in the draft, I can definitely see him being in New York. I can definitely see him being in maybe Carolina.
That'd be nice.
Oh, God, I hope not.
And who else?
Bryce Young's death sentence.
And maybe, and quite as kept, definitely maybe the Patriots.
I can see him going to Philly because your boy Brown gone.
Yeah.
It'll be a tradable option. I say with Brown will definitely have to be traded.
Yeah, because Brown don't want
for that to work out.
Yeah, Brown doesn't want to be in Philadelphia no more, man. He's fed up.
I don't know why, but I mean, everybody, I'm like, you got a ring with him and everything else. They calling you Batman. You done already made everything go on, which I don't understand.
Exactly.
I'm Batman.
No, you're Bruce. I call you Bruce. I don't know where this Batman stuff coming from. That's you.
You're saying
you're Bruce. So you don't want that wear the I'm Batman shirt on there. Like, that's you telling yourself. I don't believe in snitching. So let's actually recap some of the actual playoff games. So let's first talk about the Seattle game, the Seattle 49ers.
I mean, Seattle Rams.
I don't even know how to put that one. So you know what? No, let's just skip that one. Let's just skip that one because that was just like they just put you in the back chin and just beat the hell out of you. The Rams in Chicago game. The Rams actually won in overtime, 20-17. I'm not gonna lie, and I've said this a few times. People kind of laugh at me, and I'm sure y'all probably won't give me that what the hell look too. But Caleb Williams, to me, has that Kobe-esque kind of feel to him. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, he's gonna be 81, something like. He kind of has that Mamba mentality. And I kind of paid attention to that throughout the season, where once he gets to that fourth quarter, he's locked in. He's laser focused.
Yeah.
And I've always said, Kobe, if somebody would have said anything about me about Kobe, the first words that came out of my mouth about Kobe was, oh, he's the ultimate closer. I was never a fan of Kobe Bryant, but I had to respect his game.
Yeah, I didn't like Kobe either, but I did. I'm saying I respect his game too. I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, but he showed why he's one of the GOATs.
Right, and people say, well, I say I'm not, but I'll say this: he is the ultimate closer. The fourth quarter hits. If you're down 5 or you're up, if you're down 10 or up 5, and it's 2 minutes left in the game, oh yeah, he's going to guarantee that win. Mm-hmm. He's going to get that win.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that in Caleb Williams, the way he's been playing. Now, the game that in the overtime, I don't know what happened between him and DJ Moore. Me personally, I think, and I say this with all due respect, I think Moore might have had some money on the game and was like, okay, if they do this interception, we win by 3, I still get $3,000. Or the mob is like, look, hey, you bring it in the overtime, they lose by 3. I got so and so up by this. And because that last throw, it was kind of like DJ was like, huh? Oh shit. It was like that.
Nah, Caleb Williams just sucks. I hate that guy.
You must have had him on your. He must have been on your team.
Oh God, no! I ain't putting him on my team. Fuck that guy.
He's definitely the future though for Chicago though. He is.
Now again, and I hate to say this, in the words of Bruce, let's see what happens now that we got film on him. Now that you've seen him with a coach that actually, sorry, switch over. Now that we have a coach that knows what they're doing, let's see how we can focus this. Let's see how we change this. Because now they got tape on how you played this season. Are you going to actually you got to get better. You definitely have to do that. You definitely got to get better. You definitely have to make changes to your game. If you're not, I know everybody can't be like Peyton in the off season. You're sitting there watching, you're sitting running tape, watching defenses and making adjustments. You're running tape on a defense or certain coordinators every year studying your tape. That's what Peyton Manning was doing. Now, is Caleb doing that? Is Caleb taking that same option to, okay, on my off season, yeah, I'm looking at these coordinators and how they run their defenses, how they did their defense against us or certain plays like this, and making adjustments. That's what, if he's doing that, if he's pulling that off, he's going to be a dangerous man next year.
Mm-hmm.
I believe modern players, once the season is over, they're done with and it's all sports. It's not just football, it's all sports. I think modern players, once the season is over, they're done with that. Like they're just shutting their mind off from it until next season starts.
You had that mindset maybe for a while. Once it's over with, it's 3-2-1 carnival. Yeah, I understand that. To where you're on vacation mode. yeah, I did. Yes. I just did do a carnival promotion. Yeah. What I mean by that is that once the season is over, and even Russell, and even the great Russell not Westbrook. Bill Russell actually said this. It's like when this basketball season's over, I get away from it. I don't touch it. I don't think about it. I don't watch it. I try to miss it.
Right.
So
when it's
time to get back into that mode, when it's time to train, I missed it so much that I'm constantly at work at it. I get that point of it. But and like I said, with Caleb, if he's doing that when he jumps in it, are you in the gym a little bit harder? Are you doing the practices a little bit? Are you with the coach once you kind of got you got your rest, you recuperated, you kind of just got your mind at ease. So now you're ready to actually focus back on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what are you doing during that off season when it's trying to get ready for it?
Right.
They would definitely see that. Like I said, the Buffalo Bills and Denver game, that was probably one of the best games out there.
It was entertaining.
And it was one of those to where that was a Thanos game. Everything came at a cost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Everything came at a cost. Because right now, Bo Nix is done.
Yeah, when they said Bo Nix was done, I'm like, they said he broke his ankle. I'm like, that motherfucker was walking around the entire damn time.
Yeah,
now, again, the adrenaline was probably still going, but yeah, he was up walking around and just getting it the whole rest of the time.
Yeah, he was they say it's a chip bone in his ankle.
Oh, that probably sucks.
So with these games, like I said, with the AFC game, who do you feel actually has with the injuries, who has the best chance of actually being in the Super Bowl and winning it?
Patriots. We done said this.
AFC.
Well,
I mean AFC. I guess we got no choice but to say Patriots, even though I don't want them going back. I'm not a big Patriot fan, but they probably got the best percentage of going back.
Right.
So nobody's looking at the Rams.
Oh, I mean, well, bro, I'm picking Seattle. I'm going with.
I'm like, nobody's looking at the Rams. I'm like, yo, I hate to say this. I'll probably say the Rams is probably out of everybody. The Rams is probably the most complete team. No worries about injuries. Everybody's healthy. Kyron Williams healthy. Devontae Adams healthy. Puka Nacua healthy. Matthew Stafford healthy. And Matthew's on the MVP and Matthew's on that MVP rage. Because he, if he win, I'm about to say if he wins this, you might as well just call him the MVP for this year.
Might as well. I said this too. I was talking to one of my homeboys. I said whoever wins in the NFC between Seattle and LA, I said whoever wins, that's your Super Bowl winner right there. Because I can't see neither one of them from AFC stopping them. They both got high power offensives.
I with the Patriots, I can see it, and I hate to say it, not because of Drake May, but because of Vrabel.
Yes.
Honestly, Vrabel's that coach that they needed. Because if you remember how he was when he was with the Titans, there was no name. You had no superstars on that defense, but that defense was still nasty.
Yes, it was.
And I think with the Patriots, it's the same way. You don't really have a superstar defensive player on that team. That team just plays all around nasty defense.
Yeah, they all attack the ball.
Right. And and that's just the thing. It's kind of like their offense is like, okay, I got a decent running game. You got a weapon in Stephon Diggs, even though he got Cardi B on his as the baby mama.
Man,
that's a different story. But you still got Stephon Diggs. You still have Ramondre Stevenson, and on top of that, you still have Trayvon Henderson. So it's not like you don't have any dependable weapons. Granted, they're not no-name weapons. And to be honest, in New England, when they've won championships, who was the actual weapon besides Brady that everybody knew about that was winning them championships?
Well, I mean, a lot of cheating went into the Patriots winning at least some first three. So
I just got some new news for Batman. You might not like this. It says developing story. It says former Steelers offensive coordinator Arthur Smith is finalizing a deal to be hired as the next offensive coordinator for who? The Ohio State.
all right,
Bro, they don't need to hire. They don't need to hire him, bro. They can do a heck of a lot better than that.
They just trying to get old head in there. That's all.
This is coming from ESPN. So, man, hope not.
You know what? I'm not gonna really hate on that. That might be a good move for Ohio State. I'll explain why. Because what you're doing now, you got to think with Ohio State with their defense. You actually have an NFL caliber coordinator on the Ohio State defense. Now, as much as we've talked about that offensive coordinator, he is still considered NFL coordinator. So so I'm gonna say, what's the word I want to put? Experience wise, he can give you a better understanding. He can give you a better lookout, better setup for your actual quarterbacks and your wide receivers of what to look for in the NFL.
Right.
So I would probably say that helps them get more NFL. Ohio State to bring in more NFL ready players, especially when you have coordinators that have both been in the actual NFL and Super Bowls.
I mean, that's true, but I feel like Ohio State, that's my second favorite college team behind Georgia. But I just feel like Ohio State just has so many explosive players that are shifty, that agile. Arthur Smith's mind doesn't expand. It's like in a box, just like the box our face is in right now. That's his brain. That's it. That's the farthest he can go. I feel like he doesn't go outside the box. And you had weapons at your disposal, and then you really didn't use them. Like I felt like towards the end of the season, now you want to use Darnell Washington. You should have been using Darnell Washington the whole entire time. He's run over people like they old army figures on the ground, like stepping.
He like oh man, like you hitting that truck stick every time. Boom.
Exactly. Boom. And then he breaks his leg, Hopefully he'll come back, 100% next year. But it's just like you gotta think outside of the box to me.
Well, I will agree with that because I do feel as though with the Steelers, why does you had more weapons than you realized. We all knew about DK Metcalf. Then you picked up then you're like, okay, you had Calvin Austin, but you really didn't use Calvin Austin the way he should have been used. You also had Geno Smith. Now, that's the one that really got me. I'm like, okay, you just signed Geno Smith. You just traded for Geno Smith, who was with the Dolphins. And on top of that, he's been, every place he's gone, he's been almost either has been or damn near 1,000-yard receiving tight end.
Exactly.
He was with Tennessee. He was with the Dolphins when they decided to use him. And it's like, wait a minute, why aren't y'all usually using him, especially with the type of offense that y'all trying to use?
Exactly. That's what I said.
Agile, and so that was my thing. I didn't understand it myself. But again, I will probably say for Ohio State, I do think that does help with the development because as much as O State is pumping out NFL players, I would definitely say it's good to actually have somebody that can teach you the NFL experience. He might not be the best he might have been the best in the pros, but he does give you that actual experience and to know, okay, well, this is what you look for. This is what you do, and to make plays professionally to where you're not seeing in college, that you only see in the pros.
My biggest thing with it is the Steelers pick up Ohio State players all the time. It's only right that we kick, a Steeler every once in a while to come up here and do their thing. So it's all right.
We'll help you out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll take them. We'll take them up here. That's all right.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see if it really happens or not.
Right. Well, then again, it could be one of them things. Like he comes from an era where it was more of a touch of the running game was your primary. Mm-hmm. So if he gonna come in, Ohio State does need to work with their help with their running game. It was usable this year, but it wasn't at the upper echelon like it was when we got the Natty, because we had Quinshawn and fucking Travion going together, and they were just running people over and doing what they do. You got these little guys that didn't want to. They're not afraid of contact, but they're more just trying to juke and jive on people and not get down the field. They're going east and west, not north and south.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Ohio State and the national title game and the Natty, let's actually talk about this national title game. Indiana beat Miami 27-21. Great game. It basically came down to whoever had the ball last. Now I did actually here's the actual list of the available players in their rankings. Does that change? Do you feel is Mendoza? Well, I'm assuming now the way he played, well, him maybe someone else was drafted, he's probably number one. But do you feel as though the way he played, does that guarantee that he should be a number one QB available?
I don't know if he should be the number one pick, but I definitely say he's definitely a first rounder. He's proved to me that he's a leader. He's a leader. And he has a good size too. It's 6'5". I didn't know he was 225. I thought he was like around 210, 215, but 225, that's solid. That's like Big Ben's. Well, Big Ben was 260, but still though, that's a solid quarterback.
Bruce?
Mendoza, like, I don't know. Most of the time, normally the way it's been working out in past, the Heisman Trophy winner has not been the greatest of NFL prospects, right? Like, just the last few that have come out have not been the greatest. Now, Mendoza, again, it's going to be one of those things. With the way the NFL runs now, they're just going to throw him out there. He's going to have to deal with he's going to catch his lumps early with whatever team he goes to.
If you do it right, and I really think that if you do it right, he doesn't play. I understand you want to see him play, but it depends on the team he goes to. If he goes to a team to where he has and they were talking about this in on the Day Passport Sports Center. But this is also looked at. When it comes to when you're looking at these draft prospects, you got to remember, you're watching them play with weapons. You're watching them play with the top of the top in their area. We built a team around this player, and this is how he looks when this team is built. Now, if you're going to draft a player, a QB, you better have something available to him and I think that's where a lot of things to where everybody really starts to get into the, you throw him here, he's going to suck, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. But I also believe in this. If you don't have this kid set up for success, then basically he's going to struggle his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, Caleb Williams, like they did everything under the sun to give him what he needed his rookie year.
You're right.
And it was crap.
He
I saw him run, jog a 40, but
yeah, he struggled. But on that one, that was management.
I mean, it's the same thing with
that was coaching and management, because I sat there and watched that game against Detroit on Thanksgiving. Right. They should have won that game. But that was with coaching. Because wait a minute, you got all this time. You're basically you're at the 45-yard line. You got a 50. You got a kicker that can give you a 50-yard field goal. I ain't saying easily, but he's capable of doing it. And you couldn't even get the kickoff. I mean, you couldn't even get the field goal out the way, and you had 20 seconds left in the game. Come on, man. That was, to me, that when I see that, I'm like, okay, it ain't this kid. It's coaching.
Oh no,
and now you see how he is now coaching to where, like I said, he's reminding me of his play is reminding me a little bit of Kobe Bryant. I know it's hard to compare that, but to me, it's like, watch how he plays in the fourth quarter. He literally takes over.
Yeah, he's on a different level. Fourth quarter, he's on a different level.
Yeah.
Like his energy, like it's kind of funny because he's like first, second, third. He said, "Yo, I'm just using half of my, not even a
Right.
quarter of my energy." He said, "I'm gonna see y'all." He said, "Look, come holler at me fourth quarter, then you'll see the real me."
Yeah, he probably said, "Don't keep it close."
Right,
He probably tell him, "Don't
right.
keep it close the fourth quarter. Y'all,
He talk
if y'all beat us, y'all better beat us. If the
right,
fourth quarter, if it's close, that's y'all ass, Mr. Postman."
right. He talking stuff. He talking stuff to the defense like, "Hey, if y'all 6 or less, we coming for you. We
I will
coming.
say this:
Hey,
y'all
don't
do
keep it
know
close.
who is
Keep it close."
y'all do know who his quarterback coach is, right?
No,
No.
I do not.
Good old Ohio State, good JT Barrett is his quarterback coach.
Man, get out of here. You serious?
I
Really?
swear to God, Caleb
JT
Williams'
Barrett
quarterback coach
JT
is
Barrett's his
JT Barrett.
quarterback coach.
Yep,
Wow. No wonder why he's slinging it then.
right.
No wonder he's
So,
slinging that
like I
pig
said,
sling.
so I commend because I'll probably say, you know what, that's a Detroit thing. Because quiet as kept, that's who Jared Goff's actual coach was. Who was he? Used to play for? He was the quarterback for the Jags. Long time ago.
Oh God.
I know.
Don't say Coughlin.
No. This is when the Jaguars were good.
Okay.
That's been never.
No. There was a time to where the Jaguars actually were contenders every year. Mark Brunell, that's who it is.
Brunell, yes.
Yes. Okay. Old school.
You had Mark Brunell as the quarterback coach. You had Aaron Glenn as the offensive coordinator, and you had Deuce Staley as the he was the assistant offensive coordinator. He was dealing with the running backs. That's that Detroit foundation. And to get somebody like Barrett, oh yeah. Barrett's teach you how to he'll teach you how to scramble, and he'll also teach you how to stay in the pocket. Well, how long to stay in the pocket and when to scramble. I'd have loved to really see him be as a quarterback, but then they kind of drafted him as like a wide receiver in the draft. Wasn't he drafted as a wide receiver?
I don't remember that.
Barrett was like career scout or not scout team. Yeah. Practice squad. The Saints they wanted to use Barrett, but they couldn't get him up to the team. They just kept him on the practice squad, and they kept releasing him, bringing him back, releasing him, bringing him back. I mean, that's a good paycheck, but he actually wanted to play. And eventually, even when Barrett was at Ohio State, like Urban flat out said, like he's going to be a coach. So, like, I'm fine with that. Give him about 10, 15 years. Like, he can come back to O State. We'll take him. That's fine.
Now, watching watching the game, Mendoza, did he show when you watch this game, did he show that he was worth being the number one pick?
No, but he showed me that he can definitely survive in the NFL.
Now, the next one, Carson. Now, other one is Carson Beck. Now, my question with Carson Beck, I'm not saying he's going to be a first round, but is he a foundation QB? And what I mean by foundation QB is, can he be a QB that you can build a team around, or can he be a QB that's the missing piece to a good well, I want to say more of a complete team.
Carson Beck looked like the missing link.
I'll say 50-50. I'll say 50-50. If he gets with the right team, yes. But he also got to get the right coordinator behind him too, offense coordinator, and the right quarterback coach. Because I feel like he has the capabilities, but his mental, to me, for some reason, ain't all the way there.
Well, it's because he can't look.
He doesn't have that dog in him.
It's because he can't look down the field. His eyes are so far apart. He's just looking at the sidelines.
Oh man! So his eyes going east.
Really?
His eyes going
really? That's where you go.
Yes.
He didn't telescope to see his other eye.
That motherfucker is like a goddamn fucking Sid from fucking Ice Age, dude. He is looking at either side of his fucking helmet.
Oh my god! But I probably say the way he played, Yeah, I can see him being right now. If he's drafted, he's going to be a backup. But I can definitely feel as though if he ever gets a chance to be with a complete team, he could pull a Sam Darnold like in Minnesota. He could be. I don't want to say he'll be a superstar, but I'll probably say that if Minnesota were to pick him up, he might make a little noise. I'm not saying he
make
make.
JJ McCarthy.
Hmm?
They don't want another JJ McCarthy in there.
He's from Michigan.
I don't think he's the right fit anyways. And I really feel like he ain't really a starter. JJ McCarthy. And to be honest,
the NFL quarterback, like
he's not.
He cheated for 4 years. Like if you already know what the plays are, like you go and look good. They've seen in the NFL that he does not know what the hell he is doing. That's why they keep it. They tried that first year. They were like, yeah, he's great. And then he blew out his knee. He had that whole year to sit back, actually watch the game and learn. And then they started him next season. He didn't learn a damn
thing. Sound like Michigan problem.
Uh-huh.
Sound like a Michigan problem.
Now, here's my next question. Regarding this. Were there any players you seen that made their mark towards to draft to when you seen this cat play, like, you know what, if somebody pick him up, he might look. Let's put it this way. Will he be one of your sleepers in fantasy football? If he makes himself eligible to draft, would you see like, okay, if he gets straight to a good team, that might be a good sleeper?
I'm gonna tell you.
We've been through this. Rookies are good for about the first 8 weeks.
Okay.
First 8 weeks.
Get a guy that's good for for the first at least 8 weeks. Because then every team's got enough tape on you to figure you out for the rest of the season.
That's fine. But during that time, like I said, if he's a sleeper, he's giving me points, right?
For 8 weeks.
That's what I need. Keep me in the hunt for 8 weeks. I can find somebody else. Hopefully, I got somebody to build it. Hopefully, I got other players around me with my drafts where I'm picking them up. But what I'm saying is that, okay, with these cats, was there anybody to where you feel as okay, if I grab him, he might be a sleeper. I can get some points off of him. I can probably use him as trade bait, whatever. But was there a person there that you looked at, like, if he gets drafted, and it depends on the team he goes on, that might be a person I might want to look at. Or somebody's like, okay, if he makes some eligible draft, let me see how he does in the combine. And if he does, and if he got those nice little numbers, I might go and, that might be somebody I can sleep in. I can pick in a draft.
Let me see your list again.
Well, these are the ones that's making themselves eligible. Right. Those are the developers. These are people that basically said, yes, I've made myself eligible for the NFL draft. But what I'm saying is from the actual bowl game.
That's all.
But what I'm saying is from the actual bowl game. Watching that bowl game, where there's certain players that you've seen that you realize, you know what, if he's eligible for the draft, he gonna make some noise.
I think the one that does show me that could be actually a game changer is your boy from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
Jeremiah actually has that it factor, and the reason why, because he got love for the game. And if you paid attention to ESPN, your boy Mel Kiper. What's his name? Mel, the one to be doing the draft. I think it's Mel Kiper.
140 mock drafts, yeah.
He predicts, and because Kansas City got a high pick this year, they were like top 10. Mm-hmm. They're saying it's a possibility your boy Jeremiah Love could go to Kansas. Now that could be a spark plug.
They definitely need to run it. They definitely need something with the running game, but I think it depends on how he does in the combine. Because remember they fell in love with Clyde Edwards-Helaire from LSU. Yeah. They fell in love with him, made that move to get the first round pick for him, and he really didn't play like how he was supposed to play.
I feel like he wasn't chief material anyways.
Right. Yeah. But they kept his ass around. Fuck, they kept him around. They got him back this year, didn't they?
Yeah, they re-signed him. Yeah, they ended up because They got rid of him. He went to New Orleans. Really didn't do anything. They let
Mm-hmm.
him go. But that was more because of injury.
And
Because everybody else that they had was getting hurt.
Right.
So they actually it was like, okay, well, let me see. We're gonna bring him back in.
Right.
And then you had the other running back. What's his name? Isaiah. Was it Pacquiao?
Pacheco.
Pacheco. Yeah, Pacheco. He was tough until he had that leg injury.
Yeah, like I said, he got hurt.
And then, but he runs. I like him because he runs hard every time he gets the ball, though.
Right, he runs behind them pads. He's just trying to get his ass up the field.
Right, it's like a Mack truck coming straight at you.
Now I will say this: the ones that I found out, this is me watching the bowl game. Malachi Tony from I think it was from Miami.
Right, receiver, right?
Yeah, he was the wide receiver. If he gets it, I'm not saying he'll probably make a mark, but he depends on the team. He will be somebody to look out to. He had 10 receptions, 122 yards and a touchdown. And then you also had a running back, Mark Fletcher. He ran for 122 yards, had 2 TDs, and he also had a catch for 8 yards.
Yeah, but Malachi's not eligible this year. I think he's only a freshman though, right?
No, he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. Okay, then so he still got to play one more year before he can go.
He still got one more year.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what though. Them 2 running backs from Indiana, Hamby and Black, number 1 and number 8, both of them can go. Both of them can go pro.
Yeah. Now they were talks of bringing it. They were talks of actually bringing the teams for 12 to 24. They declined it, and I'm so glad they did. Because right now, I'll probably say keep it at 12. Anything else, keep it at 12 because your Final Four has a bye week.
Yes.
So that means your Elite 8.
I'm telling you, the bye is a bad thing. Like, we really can't even count last year because you had Boise State and BYU that got fucking byes. And they were fucking crap. But this year, Indiana, all three of the 4 teams that had the bye lost. The only one that won was Indiana. And it's happened both years. Like they're fucking 7-1 with teams that had a bye. I'm sorry, 1-7 with teams that had a bye in the fucking college football playoff. If they're gonna do any of that, don't go 24, go 16. Everybody plays straight through. But they keep going. It's legitimately going to be a March Madness bracket.
No, well, that's what I want them to avoid.
Right.
But again, like I said, I'm glad that they actually declined the 24 and they're leaving it at 12. Just for the simple fact that, okay, if you're the top 4, you already had the top 4 bowl games. So yeah, you have a bye for that. Because you actually made it to those, you won your division or you've done what you need to do to win that, to go to those bowl games. Those are pretty much close to the championship bowl games.
Once it gets to the playoffs, they need to get rid. Like the playoffs do not need to be a part of the bowl series. You can do that. You can have all the bowl games you want. Once it comes down to the playoffs, those are just playoff games. They are not bowl games. They are playoff games. Bowl games are for the spectacle and everything else that goes with them. Right, the playoff games, that is serial shit. It just needs to be the 12-team playoff period. You can have the bowl. But even
then, that's kind of like that's basically like the Final Four. Because you got the Final Four bowl games.
Well, no, but you got to think about it though. The first round, the home team that you play at home, right? But then the next week that you play, you're going off and playing somewhere else. The team with the bye doesn't get the home game to go into a road game. They're just going on the road after that. So like the top 4 should be home site games.
I agree.
Like, you can get the bye, that's fine, but their game should be at home.
I agree. That bowl game should be at their home stadium.
Right. I'm sorry, like even on December 31st, or December 31st, when it fucking happened, like I guarantee you, there have been 100,000 people in the shoe watching that game.
Right. Right. You had that last year to where you actually had the game that was at Ohio State.
Right, with Tennessee, right, coming out stupid as fuck with the damn shirts off. What is wrong with y'all? It is
fucking like I said, so you actually, like I said, so the actual the playing game, what you want to call it, a playing game, or you want to call it a wild card game or playoff game, whatever you want to call it, it's still being played at your home team. So I definitely understand that. So the winner of this game is actually being selected to basically represent themselves into that home series, to where you have a chance to actually battle for a national championship. You win the bowl game, you go to then you pretty much go to the national championship.
Again, if they go to 24, fuck, we just finished.
No, they're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not. They've declined that.
No, I understand that. But if they do go any higher, right, we're gonna be playing into February.
Right, and I think, and that's why I agree. That's a waste. That is a waste. I agree to where you do the top 12. So that's basically you got your top 10, and then you also have your kind of your wild card spots. Now we already know the top 4 are getting the buys because again they're the final 4 anyway, so they already represent those bowl games.
Mm-hmm. Right, but those 4 teams should be able to play at home coming back. It's essentially their warm up coming back because again they're taking that bye. The other team, they got to play at home and then come over to here to play a game.
Okay.
Or go on a road game.
So, sorry about that, because we actually got a question from Easy B23. If I say it wrong, Easy B3241241. Sorry about that. In the Dynasty League, would you guys trade Dobbs for Pierce?
No, sir. No, sir. And the reason why I'm saying this, Dobbs is way more. He's pretty much taken over the number 1 position behind. It used to be Reed, but now it's Dobbs. But Dobbs to me is way more active. Don't get me wrong. Pierce is a nice piece, but I would never trade Dobbs for Pierce.
Me, I can understand it. I can understand, but that depends on what he has as Dobbs. If Dobbs is a wide receiver 2 or one or 2, I would say keep Dobbs. Pierce to me is maybe a 2 or a flex.
Plus the quarterback situation is better too.
Right. I'm about to say Dobbs has more of a dependable quarterback. We don't know what they're going to be doing with Danny Dimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so for easy, I would keep Dobbs. I will hold off getting Pierce. So thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that question. We definitely appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But he actually got some more of it. He said Dobbs is like the safety net and paces the big play boom. Just got off it. He's right. Pierce is he's that. How can I put it? When he catches it for big yards. I won't knock that. But Dobbs is going to give you that dependent. He's going to give you a guaranteed 15.
Yeah.
Pierce, he's going to probably give you. There's one game he might drop and give you 25. Then he might drop and give you 5. Then there's another game he might give you 15 off one big play, and you don't see him ever again.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I would probably say Dobbs is more the safer. Is the more safer bunch, especially right now, easy because with Danny Dimes being out due to his ligament, we don't know how he's coming back, and we don't know who's going to be out there at that quarterback.
Right.
So, yeah, brother, I would probably say Dobbs.
Yeah, because there's no guarantee that even Richardson is going to be back on the team.
No guarantee, dude. He's reminding me more and more of
he's
Marcus Russell, man.
Man, he's. I mean, I hate to put anybody's name in that category, but yeah, he's starting to be a bust, though, man.
But I tell you what, though, it reminds me of and it was funny. I was watching Training Day, and that's another question I got to ask y'all. We discuss that one later, but with Richardson, he does remind me of the person they were trying to draft. And remember the actual when the investigators said, "Hey, we gave everybody, they gave him a playbook, and in the playbook they also gave him $100." And they asked, "Did you read the actual playbook? Because if you read the playbook, you'd have seen $100." Now it will let you know if you were lying or if you didn't read it. And they basically said it was like he didn't even read the playbook. And that's basically how I think of Richardson. Richardson has the talent. He had that one good season in Florida State.
You mean Florida Gators?
Yeah. I'm not Florida Gators. Florida. I'm sorry. He had that one good season in Florida, and then he showed off in the combine. But after the combine, it was kind of like, we like this kid. This kid is doing this. This kid is doing that. And again, this is the actual same time that they actually built weapons around him. So I've always said to where if you have a quarterback, if you're watching him in college, see how he is around his weapons. If he's dependable on his weapons, if his weapons are making better plays than him, then it's not him, it's that team. And that's what Richardson was. Richardson had a great, because when you actually build around him, think about it, he had Michael Pittman. He had Michael Pittman from the jump. He had Josh Downs. He had Eric Ebron, who was considered he was another Kyle Pitts in the wide receivers, to where he was fast, agile, and tall, and he was able to make any play. You guys had him with the Steelers, Eric Ebron, and I think he also had a decent running game, but he still was struggling to make the plays. But then you bring somebody in like Joe Flacco making everybody look like superstars. And it's like, wait a minute, how is it? It's like, wait a minute, he has these weapons, and this kid is struggling, but this old ass dude is actually showing off, making superstars. That tells you the difference between college and from you making an adjustment from college and the pros.
Because to me, part of it too is you got to sit in that film room. You got to watch film.
Yeah,
because the game is actually faster than college. You got to be able to watch that film to slow it down for you to actually figure out what's going on this field. You got to be able to read. I can't stand a quarterback that doesn't read the field. You just looking at one wide receiver, but you got three of them out here with a tight end. Like, bro, give everybody a chance.
I'll probably say the most beautiful thing I've seen in football was the Colts and Ravens. It was Peyton Manning versus Ray Lewis. And what made it so beautiful was watching how these guys are setting up before the ball is hyped. You got Manning directing traffic, and you're seeing things being changed. Soon as Ray sees the changes, he's yelling at the line to do this. You're seeing the line being adjusted. You're seeing the wide receiver. You're seeing the DBs change. It was a beautiful thing to where it was like a damn chess game before the ball was even hyped. That's when you know tape is being studied. That's when you know like I said, that was the most beautiful thing I've seen. I'm like, dude, you got a quarterback and you got a lineman just sitting here playing chess. Like, oh, you gonna do this? Mm-hmm. Hey, they doing this. Hey, cover two. Yeah, you hit. Yeah, when you got your lineman doing that, and you got Manning going, Papa John's,
Omaha. But you got to think about it too. Even back then, Manning didn't have his center was out of this world. Jeff Saturday, that was not a regular center. That center, you don't get too many Jeff Saturdays, man. He was telling Manning like, hey, they about to blitz.
Right.
But you know what? I'll probably say, but you know what that count says? Him also being in that room with Manning.
Yes.
Right.
And him being the Tar Heel also.
You got one.
I had to slide that in when I could.
I figured that.
I had to slide that in.
I didn't even know he was a Tar Heel.
Yeah, he was a Tar Heel. So yeah, I had to slide that in when I got a chance.
There's only ever been 10 of them in the league, so she doesn't know everyone.
Call them what you want, but we still, when we get in, boy, do we make our mark.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Well, before we do go, especially since we received an actual fantasy question. I want to go over something. Let's go over the action. This is what I feel. These are the considered bust from this year.
Of fantasy?
Yeah, these are our fantasy busts. So this is going to be our segment called we call Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Wasn't that a dude?
I'm going to need you to stop smoking this stuff.
Yeah.
It was Gorilla Glue tonight. It wasn't too bad.
What did I do with it? Here it is. Okay, so here's this year's fantasy bust. Yes, this is not in order, so I'm not going for least from worst to even worse. I just basically when they put it up, that's how they put it through. We had Justin Jefferson. He actually went from a wide receiver 2 to a wide receiver 44. Well, sorry, if I think 42. Sorry.
But again, he had J.J. McCarthy not fucking finding him.
You're right. You're right. Now I'll probably say that was like a QB play. That was right.
He a bust because they could not get him the ball.
Next we had Brian Thomas. Last year he was a beast. This year he was uncalled. He was unseen. Then we got Ladd McConkey. Now this is my thing with Ladd McConkey. They have him in the wrong position. And to me, I think he should be you put him at a slot, he's killing it.
Yeah.
Because he reminds me of a Wes Welker, Eric Decker, and Amendola. He reminds me of those type.
Thank you. Because he's not an X or a Z. He's not an outside. Put him on the inside. Let him eat like he did back in Georgia.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's my thing. I think if they moved him to the slot, he'll be more dangerous. So hopefully we'll see what they do in the draft. If they do pick up another wide receiver, I'll probably say, yeah, then that means McConkey's going to be in the slot and then he'll be dangerous. But we'll see what they decide on that. Bucky Irving, that was more of a
he got hurt.
He got hurt, and then more of a Baker hold my beer. I got this to where it wasn't really the ball being thrown. I mean, it wasn't the ball being run, but being thrown. Kenneth Walker.
I don't know.
I want to say that was more Chardonnay. That because Chardonnay's picked up and he kind of dropped off. I don't say dropped off, but
you know the funny thing about that, I still feel like Walker is a better running back than Chardonnay though.
He is. But I feel as though that when it came to certain plays, that Chardonnay, they just basically gave it to Chardonnay instead of letting him take it.
Right. Chardonnay did get a lot of play this year. Like they did kind of back off of Kenneth Walker, but he wasn't producing. It was the only reason they really backed off of him.
This next one, I was kind of I'll give everybody a little bit of credit. You know, your rookie year because you're trying to adjust to the speed, everything, crowd, whatever.
Yeah,
next one, I was expecting a little bit more out of Harrison this year, though.
Yeah,
but I put most of that on the quarterback though, because Murray needs to be going out of Arizona, man.
Put it this way,
you don't even want to play football.
Put it this way, when Jacoby Brissett looks good. When Jacoby Brissett was basically throwing you the ball and he's starting to get more yards with the backup,
right?
There's a problem.
Yeah,
but yeah, like the next three guys, fucking Harrison, Coleman, and Mbuka, right? All three of them, like they just could not catch the ball. Well, Harrison, that was more quarterback play, but Coleman and fucking Mbuka, they just kept dropping balls.
In Mbuka, I think it was more like how you would put, once we got tape on you, now we know how to handle you.
Right. Like, he didn't do bad the first few weeks, but yeah, he just started dropping balls. Like, guys were staying with him and getting close to him, and he was just dropping balls. It was the same thing with Coleman, too.
Yeah.
Dudes got close to him, and he just started dropping balls.
Coleman, I just think they don't know how to use him.
Right.
Because with Buffalo, was the running game and the short yard passing. When do you really see him really going deep? When do you see Josh Allen throwing that deep ball?
Yeah, he's your
throwing that deep ball?
Yeah, he's your middleman or your corner man. Corner
Right.
out.
If they run the ball, then it's being thrown to a tight end.
But
Khalil Shakir is catching it down the middle.
Yeah,
but it was never anything really deep.
Exactly. But you got two guys right there in Harrison and Coleman. Both of those guys are 6'4".
Right.
I mean, throw them 50 balls to them, man. But I don't know.
Now, like I said, again, AJ Brown. Honestly, this is how I look with AJ Brown. With AJ Brown, I think that coordinator just sucked. I'm gonna be honest. With AJ Brown, I'm not taking anything on it because my thing is this: you have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, you have Jahan Dotson. Right now, you have 3 first-round wide receiver picks. These are wide receivers that were picked in the first round.
Right.
Then on top of that, you have Saquon Barkley. Then you pick up Tank Bigsby. So not even that, you have weapons upon weapons upon weapons, and you're struggling to make plays for these guys. Philly should have been averaging third, and I'm not trying to exaggerate. Philly should have been averaging 30 points a game.
I mean, you knew it. I mean, come on, let's be real here. Everybody knew it was an offensive coordinator problem because how you go from winning the Super Bowl last year and you're sharing the ball with everybody, but now you act like y'all can't even get the ball out to the receivers.
And you got who was the coordinator?
Yeah, you
get a pass.
Right, and you got 2 number ones on the team. Smith, Devontae and AJ. That's 2 number ones on the field.
Right.
And it was one of those two where, like I said, it should have been pick your poison. You should have been the coordinator should have been in the booth like, whose dreams do I want to shatter today?
Exactly.
I got AJ on one. And see, AJ did it last week, so he was Batman. Let's give Robin a chance. Let's go ahead and give it to Devontae real quick. While we at it, let's throw a little bit of Saquon doing his little shuffle.
And then they actually got a decent tight end too in Dallas.
Dallas Goedert. Yeah, you have Dallas Goedert.
Yeah. He's underrated to me. He's really a good tight end.
He is. Because I'm not going to lie, it was funny because if you remember that draft, Philly actually made the adjustment to get him before Dallas. Dallas had them on the radar. They was trying to get him. But Philly moved up and grabbed Dallas Goedert.
Now, was he good because he's good, or because he was the only one that could get the ball to?
What do you mean?
With fucking Goldberg in fucking Philly, was it because they weren't getting the ball to the wide receivers and the only one that could get it to was the tight end?
No, I think
the team is zeroing in on one on the wide receiver group. Then the tight end's going to be open. Was he good because they were just doing everything else to shut everything else down? He obviously wasn't that good because they ended up losing. That being said, fantasy-wise, he was bang ass every goddamn week.
Goddard was phenomenal. Yes.
Right. Yeah, he was very consistent. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
But again, was it because they couldn't throw the ball to anybody else, so they had to get it to him?
No, I want to say when it comes to with the tight end, he played like Kelsey. Kelsey knew, okay, yeah, you can probably say if nobody's available at this play, or if you see them putting more plays in, I got to make myself seen. I got to make myself available. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what Goddard was able to do. And if that was the case, then once you kind of make that effective, then that's where the adjustments are going to be made. So if now I got to worry about the middle being open, I'm shutting down that middle. But on top of that, I'm leaving a leak somewhere, either in a run-in play or a deep pass play.
Right.
And the thing is, Philly would never. And the thing is that Philly never capitalized on it. That coordinator never capitalized on the leaks on the defense.
Right.
Every defense, and OG, you probably can tell me this the same thing. Every defense has a leak.
Every defense has a leak.
Every defense has a leak somewhere. You just gotta find it.
Yeah, you just got to be able to find it, and when you do, you just got to explore it. You be like,
Right.
okay, oh, they slow. They're good linebackers, but they just slow on the outside. So what you do is you run your running backs to the outside because you know your running backs is faster than they linebackers. Okay, that's what we do. Or we be like they doing a cover two, but it's pretty much cover two is, if y'all think about basketball, cover two is just like a zone.
Yeah.
That's all that is. But man on man, like, okay, now we're gonna really find out who can really cover and who really can't.
Right. Can I burn you right off the first step, or do I gotta make some moves out of it?
Exactly. Are you gonna go for this? Are you gonna go for this double fake move I'm about to hit you with? Or are you just gonna stay there solid and just watch my feet and my hips and be like, oh, I can't really shake this dude because he really watching me.
Yeah. But that's the way with Philly, I really feel that was the actual reason.
Yes.
Now I definitely fellas, we gotta talk, but we gotta wrap it up. I definitely want to tell everybody thanks for listening. You know, I'm glad we're starting to get more comments in, especially during the dynasty season. If you got those questions, definitely come and talk to us. If you have questions about the draft, we definitely be covering free agency pretty much coming up on March 11th. You got the combine coming up pretty soon, pro days, and then we definitely want to discuss the draft and how that turns out for you guys that are in the dynasty leagues. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna try to get into a dynasty league myself.
You're not too damn like, what is that gonna be? Fuck 14 leagues that you're in?
It'd be 9.
How do you even watch football on Sundays? Like, I guarantee you, whatever team, we about to fight. Every team you have.
I understand your question. How do I watch the games? Red Zone.
I understand that, but like every team you have, like you're not going to have the same team.
I pretty much keep and look, and I hate to look. And the bad thing is this. I think you're trying to, as you say in the bank world. I think you're trying to get some information out of me. I think you're fishing for some information so you can screw me over my drafts, damn it.
No, that part, no. Because look, I'm not going to, we sit here, we do these, we do the drafts. I got the wife sitting right fucking next to me. Right, we're trying to get essentially the same team, so it goes, you get the same good team. You can get that over 9 leagues. That's fine. But like, you're not going to get the same guys in every league.
You're right.
So like, you're going to be sitting there watching, and a guy that's on your team that you need to win, that you need to get points to win, you're going against in another league that you play in. Like, how can you watch and like root for anything?
Because other than that one player hopefully is not controlling my game.
Right, but you know,
and what I mean by that is I get what you're saying. Let's say because it happened. Your wife having to actually clip me and grab Saquon Barkley. Now I had Saquon Barkley in majority of my leagues. And then she did it again with DeAndre Swift.
That's what I'm saying.
Ninja that's the last time I started talking to that's the last time I carried a conversation with this ninja. Because she take it up, she doing the same thing Marty does. I sit there, I talk fantasy football with her, talk strategy and everything else, and I'm sitting here telling my business, and they turn around and take the people that you already been talking about.
Because they know who you want to pick. Look, I'm not saying anything else. Fucking between Sip and Marty, both of them, they were, oh, you want to get that guy? Yeah, I'm gonna take him anyway. Just so
you sit there and conversation.
Exactly
oh, really? Oh yeah, that dude good. They take this one right here.
They over there. They already got notes. Like, okay,
right?
Keep talking. Keep talking. See, keep talking. Keep talking, Steve. Yeah, they say keep talking.
They are fishing. They are called fantasy fishers. So they'll let you sit there. If you like talking fantasy football, you fall in love with it. You would talk as much as they want, and they're sitting there listening to everything you're saying, and they know what draft they like.
And they get a little pull every now and then. They be like, okay.
Come on, tell me the song. I got you. But
what I'm saying,
what I was saying with this, JT, when it comes to me doing multiple leagues,
like that kill, it really does. Like, how Like you just kind of sit there and go, "Yep." Because again, you get a dude that you have in one league, and you're like, "Yeah, got points." Fuck, you got points for that other fucking guy. Like I play on. Well, I mean, I was on two, but I only really paid attention to one. I sit there and watch the guys I need and scream, yell, and holler and get excited all day because I only got the one team I gotta really deal with.
Right.
Feel me? So I got
Well,
those guys. They do
for
good. I'm
multiple
like,
players,
yeah.
though, I will say this, Jay, for multiple players, if you're doing multiple leagues, you have a foundation of who you want.
Right.
You have a clear-cut foundation. You have your first option, second option, third option, fourth option. You're going to get 80%. I'll probably say with any league, no matter what league you're in, whether it's one league, 4 leagues, 8 leagues, you're going to only get half of the people you want.
I think I only got one that I actually legitimately wanted out of the entire draft. I only got one player that I actually wanted, and it was Puka. That was the only player. I'm going for this motherfucker. I'm going to get him. Every other player I wanted went before I even had a chance.
Right, but even then, I'm sure. But you had to have a number 2, number 3, number 4. Everybody has that. Like I said, you have
when you're constantly drafting from that number 4 spot, that part sucks. Like you can make up all the paperwork you want. Like it don't matter until you fucking get there. Like we talk about it. Like if you can get these players, no, the good players fucking went before you had a chance to get them. That's why they ain't on your team.
Yeah, the first round of the primary players are going to be gone. Especially if you're doing keeper leagues. If you're doing a keeper league, you pretty much know that most of the premier players are going to be gone because a lot of people are going to keep them.
Right.
Now, the only time you're probably going to do that, like I said, if you have, and I'll probably say this, is if you have a Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is right at that age to where, at that mindset, where Patrick Mahomes is one of those players to where right now you're at a mindset to where should I keep him or should I drop him?
I mean that's a good question.
That's one of those because now, yeah, because I had Mahomes my keeper league, and I've had him for a long time.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there, boy. Yeah.
I'm mad all y'all got these damn stitches, and y'all got my favorite damn nickels.
Yeah, but with Patrick Mahomes, and man, Lord forbid, I'm sorry, because he tore his ACL, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
son.
I mean, I felt bad for him. I'm like, dang, on the very last game too. I'm like, man, what a way to end the season with a tore ACL.
But he can't even go vacation. Like he got a rehab.
You got a rehab.
He can't go on vacation.
No. You can still 3-2-1 carnival. Look, they tell you, you just can't be. You got to let it heal for a certain amount of time. I don't mind that. Look, baby, let's hit carnival real quick.
Right.
Look, you looking for a sponsorship, aren't you?
You got that right. I ain't gonna lie about that. Carnival, if y'all watching, yes, I want to do something with my fantasy football leagues to where Carnival is involved.
You are out of your damn mind.
Yes.
Ooh. I'm going completely off with the whole Stitch thing. OG, did you actually go see the live action Lilo and Stitch in the theater?
Yeah, I went to. We actually went to go see the live or the updated version of Stitch in movie theater twice. So they actually.
Did you grab the bucket?
The popcorn bucket?
Yeah.
I think my wife is into them popcorn buckets, man, because she got about 12, all of them from Walt Disney World. She got about 12 of them.
Man, only one I got is the Predator.
The Predator? See, I didn't get that one.
And I'll be the last. That was the most expensive date I was on for myself.
Man, that's a popcorn bucket. Look how big his ears are, man.
Okay. Look, the popcorn go in the back.
Yep.
The top part is for Dranky Poo, but I have no earthly idea how. But we went and seen him. Like the only reason we went and seen Lilo and Stitch was to get this motherfucker.
That's probably about
Imagine,
30.
look, I'm so mad. I got the Predator one from Predator Badlands. If I had really paid attention to this, I would have did the same thing with the Transformers one. Got the Optimus Prime one, didn't do that. And then Pops helped you out by giving you the Batman one.
You damn right. He didn't even get popcorn put in it. Thank you, Jesus.
Nope.
What is it? We went and saw. Me and Desiree went to the theater at 9:00 in the morning to get Five Nights at Freddy's with just a little plushie holding a stack of pizza boxes. And it's adorable. Oh, I can't get it. Never mind. But he's fantastic. It's a little fucking Fazbear holding it's a metal tin of fucking pizza boxes. It's fantastic. But no, Stitch was $65, and Sip and the girl that was in front of us almost fought the special needs guy behind the counter that day because he was like being retarded. He would only get them one at a damn time. We straight told him, we were like, look, like the girl in front of us and like he walked off to get it. We were like, hey, we're going to get it too. You might as well just bring two more. And he turned around and gave us the fucking finger. Like, I will get with you when I'm done with them. I went, we trying to make your job easier, dude. We got shit to do. Oh. Yeah, I almost had to hold back two women from jumping the counter and beating up a special needs individual.
Oh, my God.
Because, like, dude, he was rude as fuck.
Oh,
but wow. Yeah, Sip ended up getting her jump off, so.
And you don't usually see that in public. A mentally challenged person getting rude with somebody.
Getting straight up rude, right? Like normally they.
Have you not been to Kroger's?
Right? Man. Oh, they got them in Kroger's all the time.
Man, they like, look. I'm doing this. Like, you better take it off.
Man.
They feel entitled. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say it in a bad way. But
right,
it's like
I got a best on.
I'm about to say, have you not been to Kroger's? Especially the one in Pingleton? Man.
I mean, it started a whole
But
thing,
ladies and gentlemen, it is past that time. I'm not gonna lie because my wrestling's is about to be on, and I ain't trying to miss it. Also, I think 8:30. I don't know if they're going to do it today, but I know First String was talking about doing a show. They might be doing a show for the conference championship. So definitely tune into them on YouTube at 8:30. I have a deal with Al. I think saying that the Patriots are going to win. If the Patriots lose, I had to send him a box of Buckeyes.
I got you. We'll take care of it.
Oh, I'm getting the Anthony Johnson ones. But I am also one to send. Like I said, I'm also with Pig. He is probably going to get some as well. And everybody from the First String B, I'll give to them.
Boo Pig. He beat my wife. Boo that guy.
The way you just said it just made it sound so bad. Boo Pig. He beat my wife.
Boo that, like. She already got two. Like I wanted to get a third one, dude.
You want her to be Trey Bill Sippy?
Fuck no! I wanted her to stack them up like fucking Pacquiao, dude. Fuck that.
Hey, you little Pacquiao.
I mean, she already beats me. Like she got a mean fucking right hook, dude. Like,
I know. I've been a victim of it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I've been a victim of it. My shoulder's still separated.
Like I'm catching a look now. I'm sorry I won. It's fine. I won those two back there. You get over it.
You like rematch, mother.
No, that's why I will not play in a league where I'm on the league with her. Like I know we were in the NFL one. I didn't get to see it all fucking season, so I didn't give a shit. I hoped she won. but I will not play in the league against her because I'm not dealing with that. I'm gonna have to play her at least 2 times a fucking week, and if she don't make the playoffs and I do, I'm gonna catch hell for that for the rest of the time. Like, look, I'm already catching looks. I'm not dealing with that bullshit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our time for the day. Again, if you like what you hear, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Again, we are on YouTube as well. So if you want to catch past shows, definitely check the YouTube channel. Again, though, also, if you have a chance to actually like us, follow us on Facebook. Once we get up to a certain amount of likes, once we get a certain amount of members on the actual Facebook site, we can then have the show put there. Then that is going to be, if you're on Facebook, you got to go to my personal page to watch it. But we're trying to get more people on the actual Facebook page for that fantasy show, so that way we can actually have the show on the actual website as well. Assuming, I think you need like 100 people right now. We're at 36 or somewhere between that as members.
Damn, get the hell out of here! I figured you had like 3.
We got 36 members. I think we need over 100 to actually have it to where we can do live streaming on the actual site. So we're getting there. Hopefully we'll get more people.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a minute, but we there.
Yeah. Next week is Super Bowl week. Next week be Super Bowl week where we actually talk about the Super Bowl. We'll definitely get more into the draft because we'll find more people that's eligible in the draft. Again, if you have your dynasty questions, definitely hit us up. We'll definitely give you our insight on it. And other than that, gentlemen, y'all got anything else to bring up? Anything y'all got to say?
No, sir.
All right. Bruce? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show. Again, hit that like, subscribe button. We appreciate y'all being on the show. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Get me my belt.